What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shar. Y'all know what time it is. Hit the like button, turn your notification on, and subscribe to the channel because I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Listen, y'all make it do what it do, what it do, what it do. And remember to speak when you walk on in the chat because ain't nobody sleep with you last night. If you aren't following me on any forms of social media, go ahead and follow me on all platforms at Shar's Reality number 6. If you aren't following my backup page, go ahead and follow me at Shar's World number 6. My Cash App and my email is in my bio section, along with the description of this video, amongst others. All right, now that we got all the accolades out the way, hello and lottie-dottie to everybody. Listen. Y'all know sometimes mama got to get her heart in order. I'll be ready to fire them up, right? So sometimes I got to pull back, and I'm so glad that I did pull back. I let a lot of other content creators jump on it. You know, I love how we all have our unique spin on things. But not only that, I was very saddened by the tactics that came to mind, right? When it was sent to me and I listened to True T video, shout out to her for breaking this story. If someone else did it before, I'm sorry that I didn't give you the credit, but I heard it from her first. So shout out to True T for that. However, my heart was saddened, right? Because when I think about these platforms and these public and these TV shows, I don't think about people maliciously doing things to people they don't have no connection with, right? I'm not easily moved by people I do not know, right? You can say what you want to say about me or do what you want to do, right? But never maliciously thinking, how could I hurt this person? Because you don't know me and I don't know you. So to go to the extreme to hurt somebody that I don't know, it's a little worrisome, right? Here we are. We're going to break this thing down the way True T delivered it. I'm going to give my viewpoint on it. It is very disturbing, disgusting. Ultimately, my question still remains, what is your motive, right? What is your motive? What are you trying to get clear? What are you trying to do? What is your motive, right? And I love the way Here for the Hot Tea says it. Why you bothered by a 26-year-old like me? And I'm like, for real, right? Because she's sunning you, right? She's sunning you as a grown man. She's sunning you, right? It's like she's sitting on the side of you, pinching you. And you are just melting away. Mom, why are you doing this? Mom, why are you doing this to me? She just pinching you away and you are so angry by it, okay? Let's jump into it. Again, we shout out True T for her support, her love, her continuously supporting Black Titanic and Here for the Hot Tea on this journey. And luckily she did, right? I believe that Here for the Hot Tea had it already worked out, but she contribute. And if I'm wrong, then, you know, don't hold it to my heart. I'm getting somewhere with this. But Black Titanic, unfortunately, needed a little bit more support. So she jumped in, right? She didn't need a handout. She didn't ask for anything. She just jumped in to support her. And that's what blogging is about. Connecting with people that genuinely care, right? And if I've been following you for a long time, I know my people. I love my fellow bloggers, okay? I love my content creators. So oftentimes I just wake up like I was thinking about you, right? It might be strange for people that ain't used to normalcy, okay? But I just be like, I was thinking about you. I hope your day go good. I love you. Keep pushing. Things like that, because sometimes you don't know what's going on in people's house. And they don't know what's going on in mine. So sometimes they can use that. So that is my goal here, to always connect with positivity. And that's what I do. But anyway, let's talk about what we're here for. Okay. So Maurice, as you guys all know, that he put, a threat promise out there. Okay. That's what we're going to call it, a threat promise. All right. Before all of this haywire, he put a threat promise out there and he said, hey, listen, to this blogger, or bloggers plural, right? You either remove my video and I want a public apology, okay? So there was no way that you can just do one without the other without him coming for you. He didn't give an ultimatum. He said, these are the two things that I want. He says, I want you to remove and apologize publicly, okay? Remind me, like, ultimately, what is your motive, right? And it always bothers me when he never gave an ultimatum, right? He says, listen, you remove it or you apologize, right? You couldn't do one, like I mentioned before. So Here for the Hot Tea removed it. Like, dude, I already got paid off that video. So, okay, it ain't hurting me none by removing it. But I dare not give you an apology because ain't nobody striking your sorry behind ego like that. Okay. And I don't blame her, because men like that needs their ego stroked every time they turn around. I guess it sucks to be Kimmy, huh? Because there's no off days, right? You have to wake up and smell the coffee. You have to wake up and say, baby, you look good, even though you look a mess. You have to wake up and says, baby, I'll cook you something to eat, even when you don't feel good. You have to wake up and bend over, even though you tired as hell because you just got finished from doing that 20 minutes ago, right? It must sucks to be Kimmy when you got to strike somebody's ego. So because Here for the Hot Tea says that I'm not striking your ego. I'm not your bitch, okay? I don't owe you anything. I don't have to lay down with you at night. So you can't get that from me. He decided to allegedly sue her, okay? Black Titanic says that I'm not removing it because I believe that it is true, okay? So she didn't remove it. However, and you know, we all are entitled to our beliefs, right? If they come back to say, hey, it's not true, then we'll probably be woman enough to say, you know what? And I don't think that these two ladies would be oblivious or be opposed to apologizing if it was not true. I don't see that in them. However, it leads to a suitcase, okay? Now, here we are. These two young ladies are being sued, and you don't know what somebody's going through, so you don't know if they can afford it. And there is a third person, but I'm not going to speak on the third person because I don't have the information about the third person, but we are still sending our blessings and support with the individual, okay? Only God knows, right? So Black Titanic has been served via Google, and Here for the Hot Tea has been served via email, okay? But they've been served in these ways, but not in the county that they lived in, which is normally the process. When I first heard this, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I said, well, did he serve them, in the county that they live in? But I left it alone because I'm no lawyer. But I do know that much, right? I watch enough TV where I do know that they have to be served where they live at, okay? But I never asked any questions. So True Tea comes and clear the air for everybody and any speculations or concerns we may have, and say, hey, these two individuals, Black Titanic and Here for the Hot Tea, has never been served from a sheriff or a processor in the county that they live in, which really makes it avoid the subpoena, okay? And here's why it voids that, because the laws are per True Tea that 45 days after subpoena, after the subpoena has been put out, okay? And that did not happen, all right? So this March, I think 11th, and don't quote me on the date because I didn't, or March 1st or March 11th, I'm not sure, okay? But because I don't have it in front of me. But one of those days was supposed to be the court date. Well, this lawyer that True Tea gets a hold of to assist Black Titanic, and these ladies with their lawsuit, says, wait a minute, we have some red flags here. Some things ain't, the math ain't mathing, right? It doesn't make sense, right? One, he did not serve them in the county that they lived in, which is law, okay? Two, they have not been served within 45 days or 45 days after the subpoena was written up, okay? That's the other thing, all right? So how is this a date of that they're supposed to attend to if they were never properly served? Well, that's a good question, okay? So ultimately, one, it will be that you lied to the court system allegedly, and you told the courts, hey, I subpoenaed these individuals, I subpoenaed them for this date to get this date, okay? To gain access to these individual information, okay? Now, ultimately, everybody would be like, well, technically he didn't lie. Yeah, he did lie, because here's the thing. As a lawyer, he knows these things, or supposed to know these things, right? And he had to tell the court. The court knows the law backwards and frontwards, okay? You can't tell the court what's supposed to be in the documents, okay? They already know it. So he had to tell the court that these individuals were served to get the subpoenas so he could be able to obtain the information that he was looking for, okay? So a lie had to be told in there, okay? Because they're going to ask you certain questions when you get to the courthouse. Hey, did you serve him this? Did you do this? Did you do that? And you're going to say, yes, here's my proof. And then they're going to say, okay. Then you're going to take that information and you're going to take it and sit on it until the court date, or you're going to take it and get other things that you're looking for. And here, that's what Maurice did. He got additional information, or tried to get additional information, or already have them in his possession of Here for the Hot Tea. I think he said that He wanted to obtain her bank records, her PayPal, and more, right? And here's the thing. What are you going to do with her bank records and her PayPal, right? What are you going to do? I don't care if she was a 30, 40, 50-year-old, but what are you going to do? And the only thing that I can think of is your behind is butthurt, right? You're upset that she pulled your card and she told folks about you. Now, remind you, I didn't see the video that he is upset about, but I can only imagine, because a good read from here from Hot Tea Baby, she will make you pull your pants up like a good old fashioned butt whooping from your grandmama. Okay, pull those pants up now. That's what Here for the Hot Tea gives me. Okay, so I know that he's mad and upset, okay, whether I saw it or not. But again, if you're serving them, okay, let bygones be bygones. It is what it is. Why do you feel like you need to obtain or subpoena their records from the bank or the PayPal company? What is your motive? And the only thing that common sense lied on me would be that you are trying to humiliate her because you feel like she humiliated you by pulling up these documents that may or may not be true. I don't know. So it still will be allegedly, okay? So the only thing that makes sense would be you're going to put her on the same pedestal as she put you on because she dummied your tail down, and you don't approve of that, because we know that you hate women to talk back to you nor have their own opinion of what they think is going on. Okay, you like women that sits in the corner and say, yep, settle down, baby, settle down, and they cross their legs and sit cute like the little girl in the corner. That's the kind of woman the Scots like. They don't like women that know who they are and sure about who they are. They like women that's skeptical of who they are and not sure of their own identity and have a problem with being alone. They like those kind of women, in my opinion. Okay, so with that being said, here we are. He did not serve them correctly. They were not served correctly. So that makes no court date effective, right? And nobody's attending anything, all right? Nor was any of these young ladies or these ladies' representation aware of it, right? Because they have representation, which means that their lawyer would have gotten the information of where and, what's going on. And none of their representation got that, okay? Which makes it more questionable, okay? So, he got, apparently he has already obtained this information about Here for the Hot Tea. And like I said, what are you going to do with that? What is your motive? And the only motive would be you want her to feel as small as you do. And the reason why you would really be this mad and red in the face is because maybe there's some truth to this. Now, it may not be, but if there is some truth to this, because we got to make it make sense. What if your motive of getting her personal information? The only thing is why you would be so mad and red in the face is because maybe if there's some truth to this, your law license is on the line next, okay? So you dare not want this kind of stuff to come out on you. Oh no, that would be a can of worms that you really was not asking for, okay? And because your malicious attack is blowing up in your face right now, it's now making a full circle back to you, okay? It reminds me of the status that Melody put on when she got wind of all this stuff that was going on. And she says, just be creative with your gift. Okay. Don't stop doing what you're doing, but just be creative with your gift. And I hear that so vividly when I'm recording. Okay. I hear that so vividly when I'm hearing Here for the Hot Tea chew you up and spit you out. Okay. I hear it so vividly when I hear True T says, Miss Black Titanic is stressed the hell out. I hear it says, get creative. Don't stop doing what you're doing. And I leave them young ladies with that, okay? Get creative. Don't stop doing what you're doing. Stay encouraged. Keep your foot on their neck. What the hell are he going to do about it? Nothing, okay? As long as you remember the rules of the games, which he clearly forgot, okay? He clearly forgot. Okay. Shout out to True T for this GoFundMe that she created for these ladies. It's over $7,000 in it already. She says that she distributed the money out as it come in. They're almost hitting their 10,000 goal. So you guys are being loved for the support that you have given. She says that she's so glad that she jumped in and helped because she was able to find out that Maurice illegally used the courts to get information about the content creators. Okay, the way he did it, the way he spun the narrative was technically illegal, and it's going to come back to blow up in his face. Okay, and the lawyer called her early in the morning after finding or getting knowledge of this information. Hey, wake up, sis, wake up. I got something to tell you. Okay, this is not the first content creators that he's going after, and this won't be the last. He allegedly has more content creators that he's going after. He lied to the court. The court system, there is no court date as of March 11th. In order to be, like I mentioned to you guys before, in order to be a court date, they have to be served 45 days from the serving date, and nobody has been served. She also says that she knows, and the last thing that we talked about with summing it up is that he subpoenaed the court system along with the bank system, asking for additional information on these particular content creators. And also True T said something in addition. So these people are playing dirty, and I want all content creators to be careful of the questions that you ask online, or the questions that you answer when you answer on your phone. She says if somebody called her pretending to be a lawyer, asking for a Black Titanic phone number. And the problem with that is she was smart enough to say, I'm not even responding, okay? Whether it was a text message or a call, I can't remember. But that's scary. I will be scared. So just be cautious of the information that you're willing to give out over the phone, text message, or a phone call, because folks are out to get you of big status, little status, and in between status. Listen, checkmates, I love y'all. That's all I have for you guys. We are still praying for these two content creators. We pray that it will ultimately turn around for the both of them, and this will teach Mr. Maurice a valuable lesson. Play with somebody else, because where you think that the content creators isn't smart enough, God will always send somebody else to do the job that the content creators may or may not be able to do, because you could have been fooled and somebody in their family could have had knowledge of the situation. It was like, this ain't it. Okay. But God sent somebody to cover them, and that's what happened. I love your checkmates. Until next time. And remember, don't you let nobody tell you nothing different. Bye.